Hello everyone, Rissy Toothpick here. Back again with some more Sherlock Holmes, and today we're doing the Muse from Abroad, and we're trying to find out what happened to this African American pregnant girl, and she was raped by that sick bastard right there. We're gonna try to catch him. And we're hearing people say murderers, and we're gonna try to find out what's going on.
They're completely livid.
First they come to our land, then they murder our people.
Drop them all into the sea!
Let's talk to this
Where do
guy.
you think you're going? Speak with the chief. I won't let you pass, you damn gaper.
I guess this is the chief?
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
I'm from City Hall, or I'm a private investigator. Let's go with City Hall.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm from City Hall. They sent me to oversee the situation.
No, you're not. I'm the supervisor of the camp, and I'm the one who's handling the current situation on behalf of City Hall. Ronald Harlow at your service. Now, sir, tell me who you really are, or you'll have to explain yourself to the police. I have full authority to request they detain you.
Very well, Mr. Harlow. I am a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness on my case. Sherlock Holmes is my real name, though.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorized. I can't let you in, so please, step back.
Alright, now we gotta break him. Slight mustache, tries to appear older. Also, he's got like no experience. Pale, bags under eye, works indoors, poor lighting. Wants to look authoritative. Damp palms, so he's all stressed out. I would be too, man. You got this whole crowd trying to like attack. Clean shoes. Alrighty, so we can do. He's definitely not a tired pin pusher because he's been doing this like this is new. Day's formalist. Ronald Harlow is a pale young clerk who tries his best to oversee a refugee camp assigned to him by City Hall. He's not very happy with such a responsibility, but he always does things by the book and executes all tasks he is given. However, he lacks the experience to deal with problems outside his writing desk. He's attempting to look older than his years by growing a mustache, pale skin from working in a poor lit office. And he doesn't leave it because his shoes are in good order. He craves to look authoritative by wearing smart clothes, but his look is out of place considering Cordona's weather. And then he's extremely stressed and outside of his comfort zone due to his sweaty palms. Let's go with dazed formalist because he's definitely not a tired pin pusher. He'd be older.
What about the murder that this crowd keeps shouting about?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
I know you want to deal with this in the right way. You are obviously a professional and a responsible person, but you clearly have never handled a situation like this before.
I am handling it, Mr. Holmes. Don't question my capability here.
And tell me how you do it. You can't even calm this gathered crowd, and as for the police, they're not quite managing it either, are they? You consider yourself a problem solver, but until today, you've been solving problems sitting at your desk in a dark corner of a city hall room. Here, you need a more practical approach.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
And we can help him.
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
And how exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest, but in return, I need your help finding my witness. She's a young refugee. She's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh, I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes, I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
And we're pretty much ready to go. I don't think we really need to know what's going on here. Let's just find out why the refugees are here.
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
So he's actually kind of rare because during this time, even if like the United Kingdom's, UK, the European countries, even if they abolish slavery, they're still pro-slavery. They still fund slavery, all that stuff. That's why America dealt with slavery for so long, is thanks to, you know, European countries. So he is a rarity. Most people will still look at like African Americans in this time period in disgust, for the most part. There are very few that don't, of course.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
Oh, he's already automatically like moved over for us here.
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
Okay, so now what do we got here? We have the refugee camp crime scene. Looks like we need to figure out what happened. How did the murder occur?
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector.
Let's see. Who is the dead man?
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity?
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
Any other victims?
And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's being questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
That might be the girl with the cuts on her face.
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
Alrighty, so now we can explore.
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body. 0.
Alright, number 9.
clearly a left handprint here.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. A little blood.
A furrow in the ground. A blood trail leading to or from the canal.
Okay. See what we got here.
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently.
Okay, what else are we missing?
Someone bled profusely here.
Okay, we're done with that one. Okay, so we got all this blood. Someone was stumbling.
Police boots. Always happy to trample evidence.
Yeah, but the police boots is size 9. Wasn't that the similar one?
A man's footprint. A heavy boot with a worn-out sole.
Okay, we're good there. Let's keep on following it.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
Okay, we got 5. Got a little bit of blood.
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
And a stick. Maybe it was used to defend?
No hint of blood or impact.
Not really.
It might have been used as an improvised weapon.
We gotta wait for it to get out of it. That's the injured guy there. Let's just kind of keep on following the trail here, though.
Someone was dragged against their will.
Okay, and then that guy's guarding the entrance, so let's talk to these people over here.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Oh, he got cut good.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately.
Yeah, and there's like no doctor here. They're just waiting for him to die.
He is in shock, feverish and dehydrated.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
All right, let's try to help him.
May I ask you something?
A solid
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we need to find
question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
we need to find some tools that can be used to heal this man. Let's kind of go searching around then. Probably around here.
I'll use it to create a solution.
Okay, so we got that. Some more stuff here that we can look at.
A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk. Malpal, soaked with salt water.
Yep, is the guy that's limping.
£1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona.
Okay, done there. Do a little bit more searching. Okay, what can you tell me?
Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here.
Yep, because this is the guy that broke into that one house. Or the museum.
Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping John.
Well, ain't that convenient that he hasn't bought new shoes recently. Okay, anything on his hands? Not really.
An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something?
He's in some weird cult. What else are we missing on this guy? Guessing the knife? Weird one.
A steel dirk, sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers.
Damn, we just took it too.
I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain. A violent death. This man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John. You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up in... I'm afraid these leaves can only be added to tea.
Oh, I accidentally...
You know, Sherry, it's dawned on me to not clown around with knives anymore.
Yeah, I accidentally cut off there on that. I shouldn't have looked at the plant.
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading.
Alright, let's take some of that. Okay, what else do we need? We need something
If they
for
find out about the
bandages.
passage, everything will go to hell.
There's a passage. Okay, so we know some of it that's not. Let's look for bandages over here, though.
Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
That's the times right now. Alright, cloth. Yeah, we can
Just
definitely use
wash.
that.
Better than nothing to bandage the wound. I've collated all the ingredients now to prepare the first aid solution.
If they find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
Okay. Let's see here. Nope. Nope. Low salary didn't have nothing. There we go. Police officers are worried that the situation with the dead body will put the camp into strict lockdown and they will lose the money flow they were earning from their scheme. Oh.
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers smell fishy here, Sherry. Perhaps we should sniff around in the camp a little more thoroughly.
What's going on at the refugee camp? Okay, well, we can kind of heal that that guy that's about to die, and then we can talk to the refugees inside the prison. Okay, hold on, let me see here. We gotta do a little chemicals here. Ooh, -3, -4, and 5. Okay, I think I know what we have to do. So we have to have the -5 and the 3-1. Right? Maybe. We gotta do a positive, negative. Well, no, because that's gonna make it worse, right? But we'll find out. -3 was what we need. -5, perfect. Something to connect them. -3, -6. So now we need something that's got 2 green. We have a 2 green there. We have a 2 green by itself, which is perfect. And what could make a 5? We got the 4. Nope. So that's not going to work because we can't get the 5 in a manner that's decent. Okay, hold on. We need some help because there's some new things here we have no idea. So we have adds 1 to the region's value. Decrement subtracts 1. Oh, we could have subtracted 1 from that 1. Okay, so I should have looked at that first, but that will work to our advantage. So let me see here. 5. No. We're looking for a positive or -1, but we're not finding it. This one can definitely have the positive. That makes the 5, and that 5, well, we can almost take it there. And then that means all we need is the one we had. So we take the 3. We take the... Let me see here. What would work? -3. Take that 5. Can we make it a positive or a -4? We can. Perfect. And then what we do is we just start connecting them. -3, -4. Do one of these. That -3, -4, and that 5. And we are good. It's a little difficult, but we got it. Now I'm hoping we can cure him.
Thank you. This should make you feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, can we talk to him?
Do you know anything about this?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Okay, we can't talk to him either, so we need to get inside. We already looked at that?
Someone was dragged against their will.
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified. Back off. Back off.
Wow, we can't get in there. Okay.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Okay, what are we missing then? Maybe these guys?
Do you know anything about this?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Still looking for anything else that might be of value.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Do you know anything about this?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
What are the options?
You sure you know what you're doing?
Maybe ask these guys?
Excuse me, just one question.
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
May I ask you something?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
This isn't working.
Well, let's go
You
to
might
the
need a
2
different
guys
tack.
that are worried about it.
Can I ask you a question?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Oh, and we know he has the answer. We were just like listening to them. See, nothing in here. There has to be something we've missed. That's the only thing that makes sense. So, where's 1 at? Maybe there's something we missed in the beginning.
These events have fractured into so many pieces. But I know you can collect them all, Sherlock.
No, I'm trying, but I'm trying to figure out like what haven't we missed yet. This guy won't let us in.
Back off.
Yeah, we can't swim. So it looks like maybe we need to leave. The dead man from the refugee camp was the same person who had broken into Vogel's gallery. Yeah, we know that. That needs to talk to people. We need help from that. Let's do that, maybe. That's when we need to like look for it. Maybe this thing? Here we go.
Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
Okay, so not that. Follow the pipes. So if they're not sneaking in from there... Oh, ladder. Go check that out.
No, it's too short for these walls or cliffs.
Okay, so nothing there. Is there anything else? There's a boat.
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
Well, there's something. So where else could they snuck in? What else could it be? It wasn't in here because we checked. Okay, let's see here. Is there anything else we can find? It's pretty difficult around here. Oh, look at all them cigarettes. And this is that same cigarette that guy smokes.
A single Malpal butt. Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
Damn, they just let him in, huh? They're like, let the guy in. When in reality, he's in here trying to, like, kill people. Alright, let's figure this out. Okay, where's the first one at? Okay, so we have one where the guy can either push him in, which kind of, I think that makes sense. What's the other one? Like, he's already dead in the water? Oh, kicks him in. Oh, he's brutal. I think it's probably going to be more that one. Runs and hits over some boxes. That kind of makes sense because they were like broken. He either got in a fight or he was running. Oh, he's got that blade too. No, he definitely wasn't protecting the girl. That kind of makes more sense. Yeah, we'll go for the other one. Because I think he was trying to kill the girl. Yeah, that makes sense. And then she was, no, he was forcing her. There we go. That, I'm assuming that's going to be it right there.
So, we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by force. One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick, yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled. He was stopped by the falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell. Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. In our man's case, it's the same sword.
Man, that sucks. Whoever's the police officer that let him in, like, ugh. The thug wanted to kidnap the girl. The thug came to the camp intending to kidnap a woman. He had the opportunity to kill her, but that wasn't his goal. A henchman, not merely a thief. He is not merely a thief, but also a kidnapper. A henchman who takes on various roles. Yeah, whoever did all this is probably the guy that raped that girl. He's probably like the rich guy here. Okay, so we need to talk to people about that. So now, I guess we talk to these guys?
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
You think one small clerk can make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine crumble.
Alrighty, so now since we're able to talk to everyone, we can finally do what's going on at the refugee camp, and then we can look for the girl that got cut up.
Help me, please.
They often take us from the camp to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way to get a glimpse of freedom.
According to the refugees, some shady people regularly visit the camp and take refugees away with them to perform various work. The work is usually hard, but the refugees receive money and food. The girl was abused after she was supposedly taken to such work. Since then, the refugees decided not to allow their women to be taken.
Was that depravity in the photograph one of the workplaces the refugees are taken to? And all the while the police look the other way. Ugh, typical.
Alright, is there more to it though? Looks like it.
Could you help me?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
See if we can talk to maybe another woman.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
Oh, maybe the injured guy. He can help us. Nope.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Okay, so it looks like maybe we got to stop there for now. Maybe this one.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Who can help?
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Okay, let's kind of go like all the way over here maybe. Oh, this guy might know. He looks like he's like a boss guy. Let's first do this one.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Hello, Nayla? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock. Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John. By a long shot.
Okay, so now we got a little bit more. So the tattoo is something important too. The Defiler is a high-ranking official. Badges such as these are usually awarded to high-ranking officials. The Defiler from the photograph might be one. So yep, that makes sense though. Got something in the casebook. So now we can look him into the...
Nayla doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
At least some of your kind have a heart. Thank you again.
Okay, so we're good there. This guy might tell us what's going on. Oh, it's not what I want.
Someone was dragged against their will.
At least some of your kind have a heart. Thank you again. Okay, let me see here.
high-ranking official.
You still here? I've already told you all I've learned.
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Niccolo Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scalario. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right?
Alrighty.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Alrighty, so we have figured that out, and I just noticed she actually drew the guy's emblem thing there, his thing. So good to know. Let's see. So we gotta find the information about these guys. We need to go to one of the Cordona Chronicle. Where's City Hall? There we go. Let's go to City Hall. Looks like we have to leave here. We finished everything else though, correct? Yes. Oh, we're already past the 40-minute mark, so we need to stop. Well, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below. In the next one, we will go to City Hall and we'll try to find out who this guy is.